let's start. We got enough people in here. Say hi to YouTube. This will be on YouTube in due time in like 12 weeks. For y'all who are mad behind, please like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell down so the goals to the 13-month series doesn't get you, and you can stay notified. I paused because I'm trying to remember what happened last week. Bam, Inky do stuff, something. Then after, whatever. Gustang's hand got cut off and some wind creature came out, and we're going to see what Slave and Utero's cooking up. Let's get to it. All right. So we got Hundos, I think it's called, or Unos in the other translation. I'm not sure what we're going with yet. We'll see. What is it, though? What is it? What am I looking at? Honestly, one thing I could give this SIU guy, some of the stuff he just did, this SIU guys. SIU is, I like how he designs certain things and like creatures and like people. Like whatever this is looks cool as fuck. I don't know what it is, but it looks cool. It looks like it's blowing wind outwards or like sucking it inward. Again, where did you get that thing? Looks like I'm not entirely sure. Is it blowing everything backwards? Because it looks like what direction is this coat going? It's going this way. What's up, Omar? How you doing, broski? We'll do your tier listing tomorrow. I don't make things up. Okay. I'm trying to see if it's sucking or vacuuming or blowing outwards. This power is imagination based on the book. Okay, it looks like it's destroying all the animals and creatures and divine sea beasts, whatever. A lot of wind. Wind tunneled. Wind scar. Cause I see like green stuff, which I'm guessing is like blood from the monsters. Oh, there's Holland. It's a vacuum cleaner. Okay, there you go. Vacuum cleaner. It's Kirby. It's Kirby, bro. Bam. Go get your gimmick back, bro. They Kirbying niggas and copying. Go get your gimmick back. Don't let them run off with that. They stole your whole flow. Word for word, bar for bar. Oh, Holland is such a bitch. Just die already. Oh my goodness. Why is he still here? Is he dead now? Yeah, it looks like everything's being ripped to shreds. This thing looks cool, man. It looks like a fan stump. I don't know. I'm looking at, but it looks cool. Things are happening. There's blood. Things are dying. Ain't no way my stream was sitting here waiting and didn't start. El bozo me. I guess I could be later. Well, I just kind of started. You good. Welcome, though. Welcome. Imagination prevails over all things. His hand's just floating. He's just like does not care that his arm is not attached to his body. The flame will flourish until it finishes burning. It's a pity the breeze that you've brought can't keep the momentum going. All I need to do to end up with a little breeze like that. I think you meant to end a little breeze like that. Every single day. The way you guys punctuate, use grammar, write, translate, and scan things, you test me. You test me every day. You have turned me into somebody who's good at deciphering broken English. This is not a skill that I wish to possess. I want to fight. I genuinely want to throw hands. I want to fight. I'm sick and fucking tired. I am sick. I'm tired. Bro, what did Holland do to deserve this? I don't know. Be mid? Have a hot ass breath? Broken English major. Both the translations were bad this time. I'm not even going back to Arvin scans ever again, bro. They're done. Okay. There's a wind around Gustang. It's to split it. Oh, he's going to disconnect the wind? Okay, fair enough. Disappeared. What? Comes with the territory, Naya, since webtoons are bozos. There's Valhalla. Valhalla! It's a pain in the ass, but deal with it. So it's going to be Valhalla versus Hundos, I guess. Okay. Hundos and Valhalla are starting to fight. I see the wind. What about Gustang? Where did he go? Did he go into the vines? There's wind. Hey, Arvin secretly cooked in 3 pieces of dialogue. What's up, Lizard? Yo, yo, yo. Do you think Traum is reviving Holland's ability like he did inside of his floating ship? If Holland's whatever experimentation he's done on him is useful in this fight, I think he'll keep him around or revive him or put him back together or Frankenstein him back together. But if he becomes a liability, I think he'll just. I don't think he cares. Webtoon is calling disconnection rupture instead so whack. Rupture, I don't get what's the explanation for rupture though, because the way that it was explained, disconnect sounds like it makes more sense, even if it's not the most perfect word, because it's literally removing the connection between like life and death or like whatever. Like my guess is like the reason the wind was supposed to stop is because he can disconnect the wind from the area around it. So I'm not sure that rupture makes sense, but hey, the explanation is that Webtoon is ass at translating. Bingo bongo. Fair enough. Hundos and Valhalla, that's too noisy. And he attacks with his disconnect in one direction or blocks something. Maybe he blocks, protecting himself. A fictitious subject born of your crude imagination. Why would I run away in a situation like that? I got a stick. We got zero good translation and zero good animation. Tower of Struggle. We are going through it. Rupture is basically a synonym. I think it's fine, to be honest. Rupturing the connection. And rupture sounds cooler. I like how they translated beastkins to furries. I don't know if I like that. Let me see if I agree with you though. Hold on. Let me look at the literal diction. Rupture, destruction of a pipe, weasel, bodily, organ, baker, suddenly. Breach or disturb a harmonizing feeling or situation. Once trust has been ruptured, it can be difficult to regain. Okay. Disconnect. To terminate a connection, to become detached or withdrawn. Yeah, there's synonyms, but even words that have similar meaning, I do think are quite. You guys know me, like I have a pretty deep understanding of the English language, so like to me, it's still not the exact same word, but fair enough. Beaskin to furry is probably the single worst translation to the point they got bullied to fix it. Why don't they just use Well, beastkins was fine. I don't know about furries. Furries is weird, but I do like houndborn over canine people. He comes with the stick. Hits it with the bonk, mink, bonk, whoop. Houndborn. Yeah, for canine people, I think it was void scans. They would use houndborn. Like that sounded the best to me. That's why I say houndborn instead of canine person. He hit him in the face. Or hit him somewhere. Like, okay. Can I ask a genuine question? I'm not trying to be an asshole. Or maybe I am. Where is the blood coming from? Like, he hit him. So look, he hit him. Wait, hold on. Actually, wait. Is that? So look. He smacks him. And there's blood. But, like, it looks like there's just blood on the page. Like, where did he get wounded? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that just me? Am I blind? Someone help. I prefer freaks of nature. Or maybe just me. Damn. The dragon cannon? Yo, the Mega Buster. It's a shame, but Hunos. I keep saying Hundos. Hunos? Los Merengues, Los Blancos is the very concept of the wind blowing from outside the tower. Vayu? Hey! Accusations! This stick that Gustang is using is so ass. Nosebleed, but he snorted it out before Essay took the picture. All right, got you. And you won't be able to split it no matter how much you cut it. He's walking towards him, one hand, wind blowing. Now he's just blowing. He's in the wind. Valhalla's behind him. Valhalla's doing something. It's behind Traumerei now. What a bummer. That's enough. He fires the cannon. The weapon dispenses blood to make attacks look cooler, like how Agni's suit created flames when he used magic. It's a perspective issue. As an artist myself, the artist didn't get the side angle right. This is why it looks weird. Okay, fair enough. I can't draw, so I'll let you guys have that one. Oh, now he's in like a storm. Like, I guess the wind around him put him in like almost like the eye of the hurricane or the eye of the storm, and now there's like clouds around him. Are these people that he knows? Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Somebody help me. Help me, nigga. Help me. These are question marks. I wonder if these people he recognizes. Is anyone's like silhouette of form here I can recognize? Is that Caliban? That's not Caliban. I can't tell who anybody is. Did you guys look deeply? Has anybody overanalyzed each of these like cloud silhouette things? Imagine if the stick can go into sword mode and slice and dice. This is just an illusion. Do you think it will work? He made the disconnect go crazy. All right, there you are. The presence of Gustang. 1 second, guys. Uno momento. They look like Tarakas. The wind stuff is definitely making me think of Vayu a little bit in the last chapter and stuff. It didn't occur to me that they could be characters we know, or like maybe people from their past that they climbed with or something. But I assume somebody would have looked into it. I don't know. Disconnect going crazy. I got it. How could I have mistaken Gustang's presence? Oh, you cut Valhalla? Oh shoot. Disconnect. The arm of Gustang. He tricked him with the body part. Hit you with the razzle dazzle. With the whole shoo wop boom up. With the bada boo skibbity bibbity. Yeah, I assumed it was people he knew, but not us as the reader. That's kind of what I was thinking. Gustang, you idiot. Not the book talking. You tricked me. I don't have the courage to see your face. Rest in peace, ghost. Oh, is he trying to free Ame and kill her? Valhalla? Okay. Kaboom! Blows up in front of Traumerei. Gustang, you bastard! Skibbity? I have no idea what it means. I just keep seeing Galam say skibbity. I don't know what it means. Naya, how do I feel about Traumerei one-shotting Valhalla while Gustang had a little trouble with it and likened it to a family head in terms of strength and speed? Though saying Gustang had a little trouble is probably a stretch. Well, disconnect is like a one-shot ability though. Gustang doesn't seem to have a one-shot ability to that degree, so it kind of makes sense. But Gustang did seem to finish it off. How I feel about it, just because I know how disconnect works, I think the weakness is that the shape you can't shape it a certain type of way. That seems to be the weakness. It's almost like a sheet, and it's always in a certain type of form. But if it hits you once, I guess it could disconnect you from your life or soul or body or whatever. But disconnect is pretty broken. Durability doesn't seem to be a factor. Yeah. You're playing with me. He looks like is he absorbing all of his creatures? The Shinwei? All creatures? Shinwan Ryu? Yep. He's drawing it all back into himself. So all the powers he split. So he's going to make himself a full power. I agree with your point. This shows how dangerous disconnect is. It's very disconnect. Disconnect is kind of wild, yeah, but maybe Gustang could use the flames efficiently now because he understands it is Ame, so he wouldn't struggle to burn it. That's a good point. It being family head level isn't something I really took too seriously. But then again, if that's a portion of Traumerei's power, you can see why that could make sense. Oh, his hair went back to... Wait, so his hair was shorter because he was splitting his power? He's a Saiyan. His hair is longer. Now he more stronger. He more better. He back to the long hair form. Look at this nigga, bro. Look at him. Ah, don't kill me. SSJ3 Traumerei on God. There's Hunos. Disappear. Is that a cylinder disconnect? Or like a dome? There's Hunos. Is it getting blown? Is it getting blown back? Oh, so is Gustang's arm also disintegrating? I think it is. Whoa. He's back to Green Griffith form. Where the lips at? I don't know. Traumerei or Rito, but he got aura. I like the short hair more rip. Hair don't grow like that. Trauma on the Gojo game Hollow Purple. I like the short hair more too, personally. I think it looks better. He did something. Everything is gone around him. I guess his area of effect of disconnect is much stronger at full power. It's been a long time since I released all my power. I didn't realize it before, but in this state, I seem to be able to cut three-dimensionally and not just in cross sections. You're next. Gustang. He cut the space three-dimensionally. This time it really looks dangerous. And he's making a sphere now of disconnect. I told you from the beginning, Gustang. Is that a rift? Did you make a fucking dimensional rift? Yo, you will regret this. Is that his mothership? He's still like he's like sideways. He's like in air floating backwards. Okay. Even the spell that stopped space and time was cut off. It is not simply an expansion from surface to space. This is a disconnection in the ultimate sense of the word. Isn't it funny to see a bunch of people who have arbitrarily interpreted and given meaning to our struggles, engaged in a senseless war? Doesn't that remind you of the old days, Gustang? I thought something like this would happen again. That's why I didn't want to leave the mothership. That's right. From the beginning, you should have never taken my existence off the mothership. Because I am a filthy and evil creature. Okay. I am the epitome of evil. Okay, this is edgy for no reason. Okay, I didn't care for those last two lines, but all right, brother. Cool. Good chapter though. I actually like the chapter. Ooh, I'm nasty and vile. I'm evil. Ooh. I don't like this guy. That was a good chapter though. That was solid. I really hope SI doesn't use all the family head tricks with this fight. It feels like the power scaling is going to feel equal among the family heads. I have no idea what it's going to do. Traumerei, Gustang, you are the challenger. The boss and the others are about to enter the fray possibly. That'd be interesting to see. Traumerei going nuts. He's forcefully disconnecting the space the Sprout is in, which is crazy. Not gonna lie, Gustang is looking pretty weak right now. But he seemed to have the better tactics so far. Big dog Ray, 6.5 out of 10. Damn. Traumerei thinks he's loose like, so bro is not the doctor of the tower. How'd you guys feel the chapter? Talk to me. What are your general thoughts? And feelings and opinions? What are we thinking? And shout out to 42 of y'all in here. I need that ad revenue though. How can I think when I don't got a face? No face. So Traumerei's actually never been at full power the whole time. We've seen him kind of like, so I guess when his hair was long like that and he has all the tattoos on his back, he himself physically is at full power. So the reason why Gustang was probably easily overpowering him earlier was because he just didn't have all of his creatures inside of him splitting his power. So now things should go up a notch. I'm sure Gustang will like rewrite his hand and has a bunch of other tricks in his library, in his study that he can use, but good shit. Now the rest of the cast, Yaman and them can see fully what's going on in the Sprout. Solid 8. Better without having Bam included this week. Agreed. I found some the art hard to follow during the fight, but otherwise good. Oh, it was. This is not a new issue, so I didn't really point it out. But it's always been hard for me. Personally, it's been hard to tell what's going on a lot of the time. I really like the visuals. The attacks look really cool to me. I feel it. Traumerei might be cooked. He's going full power while Gustang hasn't even used Shinwan Ryu. I don't think any of us really know how this fight is going to go, how it's going, who is winning, who's not winning. I think it all remains to be seen in the end. Like, what are we cooking? What are we cooking with? What are we cooking with? Great chapter overall. Warping time and space is pretty godlike ability. Finally, what we've been waiting for from a true family head. But what if Gustang's Shinwan Ryu is his library? Well, he hasn't technically like used it yet. He used something in it or a portion of it, so I'm sure it has more abilities. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's interesting to think about. Do you think that his library could be a Shinwan Ryu, and how does that necessarily work? It seems that Trump can cut and open a rift in space to Gustang's mothership. It seems that when he's at full power using disconnect in a three-dimensional space, he can completely separate and disconnect whatever he wants. And that includes time and space itself, which makes him actually a fucking monster. Oh, we typing. We typing. Okay, I'll look at Arvin scans. Give me a second. I'm gonna read your thing in a second, Blaze. Let me just see if any of I didn't really want to bother because I don't think they're very good either. But maybe I can get something from this. I'll throw the lizard's DM because he's the one that showed it to me. There we go. What you mean the site can't be reached, motherfucker? Okay. No face. I ain't got a face. Let's see what we got. Unos, so not Hanos. Unos here. What the fuck is what opened? Don't open weird things. Okay, thank you. Okay, hold on. Did he even sever the spell to stop time and space? Space and time? This isn't a simple expansion from surface to space. This is the ultimate form of severance. Isn't it ridiculous? Watching these pitiful creatures assign meaning to our fight interrupts it in their own terms, only to wage meaningless wars amongst themselves. This reminds me of the old days, Gustang. I never thought this would happen again, and that's why I never wanted to step outside the ranks again. Yes, from the very beginning, you should have never dragged someone like me out of the ranks. A filthy and wicked crystallization of malice like me. Edgy. That's just edge, boy. Severing dimensional space. Okay. Interesting. Let me see what y'all are saying. It seems that Trump got open. Wait. I think Trump's being sarcastic because of evil. Gus keeps telling him that he needs to pay for his sins. So Trump is saying if you're going to treat me like evil, I will act evil. That's fair, actually. I think that's fair. Arvin translated, you should never drag someone like me out of the ranks of a filthy and wicked, right, blah, 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 instead of I'm evil. The fact Traumerei is making it out like he already acknowledged that these other beings, the ship, are trying to revolt is strange to me. The people on that ship are not strong enough, and they are just chasing wind. Or two, there has to be someone or something on this ship that can kill, harm a family head. I feel you. The library is an inventory with a question mark rank. That's kind of what I remember it being. Plus, Traumerei kind of did what Dadajaha did with his black hole sphere. Yeah, I think so, because when it was first shown, the inventory level of the library wasn't shown. So Gustang's ship can see something like Shinwan Ryu, so it's a part of Gustang's power he may need to absorb back to be at full power. Or did he make the tech that can reproduce it? It'd be interesting if Gustang doesn't have anything he has to reabsorb, but I could see the scriptures and the people he's created in his family that have his power, like Dumas, he could take back his austerity or sternness, if you will, and maybe that powers him up. But I kind of like the idea that either he has to just get deeper into his inventory and bag of tricks and like literature, or he has another form, like librarian mode, and his books are all floating around him like Sora in Final Form or something, and he just starts conjuring shit from the books like Prometheus, Hercules, who knows, Seraphim, friggin' I don't know, Babylon gates, like something like that. So I don't know. Wait. I wonder if any of family heads would compare to this matchup. Is there anything High Uran could do to deal with disconnect or Gus's writing? Is she tanking dimensional rifts? Possibly. Like, I don't know what specific broken OP and hacks abilities they have. Because it'd be interesting if she could just punch it. The way, like, you know, Mazino's like, I'm effing strong. I don't have to deal with these spells. I'll just break it. Traumerei transformed. First, he's losing. That's the rules? Show the Shinwan Ryu ships were made using Jihad's bracelet. The bracelet has Shinwan Ryu technology. That's actually a good point. Gustang really the Gilgamesh of TOG? He just might be. He just might be the one. I don't know where this fight is going, y'all. I really can't predict this. Gustang needs to take his glasses off and slick his hair back once. Only I can stand in heaven. How did you... So wait, is Valhalla dead, or did he reabsorb Valhalla and Ameuz? Question 1. Do Gustang and Traumerei know where the other big shots within the battleground? One second. Sorry. 2, apart from Mazzino, do y'all think others may know of the existence of the boss? 3, will the regulars really survive the ultimate showdown? Do you see Jihad or other family heads putting up? I think Mazzino and Loose Like are enough, and maybe the boss to throw a monkey wrench. For some reason, I don't see another family head or Zahard popping up. But if I had to pick somebody to come here, for some reason I think Adori might come here because she is, like, you know, the leader of the army. I can see her showing up, but yeah. I agree with you 100%. It would be better to me if each family had their own way to power up rather than all of them taking pieces back from descendants. Let that be Traumerei's thing. I'm with you. I think she's dead. Pretty sure he absorbed her. Naya looking apes. 1 second. The 2 dragons are on his robe outfit. Traumerei can control his anima down to the molecular level, so I don't see why he couldn't heal it. True. I think Traumerei will try to cut Gustang's mothership in half next chapter. Disconnect. Sever. Rupture. See, sever sounds better to me than rupture. What's an apes? Look at the apiary. Don't kill me. This is actually a great, like, example of this. I don't know. So spoilers for Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword if you care, but take a gander. That's Demise, the Demon King, the one who Ganondorf is reincarnated from, and I forgot the sword's name right now. Girahim. So it's the idea that, like, wait, he's gonna take the power from Dumas, so Gustang has to lock back in. So yeah. Plus, it's the same from Traumerei when he was acting on the black hole sphere necromancy thing. He was doing necromancy. That's true. If Jihad is supposed to be Traumerei's friend, it don't make sense for him to just let Gus kill him and not step in to stop him. How do you know the friendship is really real from the king's point of view, more, or he's using that more as a tool to get Traumerei to be on his side of things? And just because you're someone's friend doesn't mean you're a good friend. Doesn't mean you will die for them or go help them in their need. This is why I was saying, like, him sending a Dory could be a big deal. He might send a Dory or something. Jihad didn't like them. Didn't like the motherfuckers like that. That's kind of that's how I feel, Sage. Like, you know, like, Traumerei, no, my friend, they're hurting my friend. Like, I'm here to like. I don't foresee that personally, but hey, you could be right. That's not how I took it. What's up, Sage? How you doing, brother? My Trinidadian brother. Imagine if Gustang pulls out Chronos and stops time. But then again, what if Traumerei can disconnect like time from stopping and then time keeps moving or something? Disconnect is actually a lot more broken than I initially thought it was going to be, or it is, even though it's a one-shot ability. They might be friends, but they ain't friends though. They ain't family. This ain't Fast and the Furious family. Wait, with the outside forces getting closer, will we get a Slayer actually killing their target if Traumerei loses his contract? It needs to be too raw. No I'm kidding. I actually thought Mazzino looks like to come do something. It'd be kind of funny. I like that Gustang was using wind from the outside. Man, the family heads really showing levels right now. They're showing out. I still think they should be able to do a lot more and have a lot more to showcase, but they're showing out slowly. It's the tickle button is ramping up. It's ramping up. Sorry, 1 second, guys. It shouldn't freeze. Try to refresh. 2. We gonna need a family head versus someone video? Yeah, we are. If Disconnect wasn't exclusive to Anima, the other family heads would probably use it. Still not gonna care about this fight until Gustang starts showing he's actually worried. Like he's showing slight concern, like that's dangerous, but like that's he goes like that's weird, that's suspicious, but he don't ever like shaking his boots. Completely agree with the Zahar needing Traum comment. Losing a family head is huge. Loss to Zahar's forces. Zahar's definitely either sending help or already provided Traumerei with a weapon way to beat Gustang, in my opinion. Am I back? So yeah, sorry guys. The atmospheric pressure like in Toronto is at like an all-time low right now. I'm actually just regurgitating the words that I'm just restating words that were said to me earlier. But I'm starting to realize if the barometric pressure is low, it actually gives me a pressure headache. So sorry if I look weird. Like my eyes are like low, like whatever. Like I'm not high, I promise. I just marked the lowest scale yet. But my head, like right here, it feels like there's like 2 hydraulic presses right here, just going. Ah. It's a good point though. Like it might not be like on some friendship. Like my friend is like, no, like Traumerei is a force that I need in my army just in case I gotta do something. I have to interrupt, do something, or send someone to help him should things go awry. So I think what you're saying makes sense, Blaze. That's a good point, and it's well taken. I'll be listening. Jihad might not seem as a full friend. I do think it would be stupid for Jihad to let him die. It would be like losing a card you could use later on to be on the road. Let me ask you this. What if Jihad has faith that he could win and thinks Gustang will lose? Yeah. Canada gravity training? You want me to disconnect the pain for you? Are you going to disconnect me from my life, though? I mean, Zahar needs to experience a loss at some point. Arlene, I don't know. I get what you're saying, though. I get you. But this chapter was actually mostly just... not mostly. It was just combat. So there really isn't too much to sink our teeth into except like Hunos, the wind ability from the outside, the power of imagination, and then him going full form by reabsorbing all the animals. So there isn't too much to say in my opinion, but I like what we got. And I hope they continue to show out. And I'm under the impression I like the idea that not family heads aren't just giving up portions of their power and having to take it back on some watch type beat. I kind of want it to be more so like every family head has their own ways of ramping up their effort level and whatever you want to call it. Maybe with Mazzino, it's like 1%, 5%, 10%. He's on the like Frieza final form gimmick / Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho, right? Like 80%, 120. Maybe Traumerei has to reabsorb stuff. Maybe Gustang doesn't have another form. It's just he has more and more literature and more things in his study and library that are extremely dangerous, right? Then maybe for someone like Kunadwan, maybe he can like electrify his body more and more to make him faster, stronger, durable, and increase the potency of his electric attack. I like the idea that everyone does it differently and is not the same. And maybe for someone like Hendo, he gets tougher and tougher the more he like flexes, or maybe he can coat himself in different types of things, like I don't know, turtle shell, rock, steel, iron, diamond. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Jihad kind of gives me Chandra vibes. He might act cold, but deep down he cares. He doesn't. I don't know. I don't think I know enough about Jihad's kind of like general personality for me to make that assessment. I don't see him like Chandra. Chandra is very pragmatic, but he has things he cares about, like Lila. But I wouldn't call Chandra like a super mega caring person deep down inside. Not that he's uncaring, but that's an interesting comparison. It's intriguing in its own right. All right. What was your favorite panel? So Hendo is Kevin 11. Shout out to Ben 10, man. I see you're in with peak Shinsu reinforcement via different elements. Oh, I like that. To your point about Zahard thinking Trump can win, I could 100% be wrong, but I don't think that kind of I don't get that kind of arrogance from Zahard. It's more of a Gustang thing. In my opinion, SIU has wrote Gustang in a way to prepare him for a fall due to his arrogance and over planning. That's a fair point, Blake. I'm not mad at that point. We know that Erdogan and Jihad don't have an amicable relationship in the current time, so his emotions might have dulled over time. You guys see someone who doesn't like Zahard possibly popping in here? I don't. I think most family heads will stay away from this for some reason. Not sure why I think that, but okay. As you guys still continue to ask me questions, I want you to tell me what your favorite piece of dialogue was this week. What was your favorite panel this week? And what you would rate it out of 10. I'm going to go out and probably 7.5 to an 8. I'm in that area. I'm, by the way, person who keeps getting on my ass about my reviews the day after the stream. Leave me alone. I don't care what you want. If you want some different type of review video, go somewhere the fuck else or make it yourself. Leave me the fuck alone. I can't stand y'all sometimes. This is why I don't want to. This is why I don't read comments no more. Y'all be annoying me. Be annoying me. What's my favorite panel this week? Let me think. It might have been the panel where Gustang was walking towards him, with the wind, with Honos behind him. Look, that was a cold panel. The cold panel. Let me see if I can find it. It's an illusion. Help me. Help me. This one. No, it's not. It's not this one. This one. I think this panel's kind of cold. Like he's just walking. The wind's on him. His clothes are like wind-like. I like this panel a lot. My favorite panel was that panel, and my favorite dialogue was that one character. My rating was that out of 10. You know what it reminds me of? They be cooking Anthony, the football player, soccer player, and they'd be like, Messi may have scored 91 goals in a year, but Anthony woke up 365 days for the year. Even if a family head did show up, there are two different shanks that could intervene with their arrival, Loose-Like and Mazzino. Fair. Do you think that ARRRRRRRRM's sword ability works through time, which is why no one can block the attack? If you're asking me if I think maybe ARRRRRRRM with at full power with his best ability could maybe cut through the concept of time, I wouldn't put it past him. But this seems to be more like a space ability, not a time ability. I want you to think of spoilers for Jujutsu Kaisen if you're not caught up to the manga and stuff. So you have 5 seconds, 5, and like dip for like 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. what the fuck is this? The dismantle that cuts through space, that can get through in the infinite void, whatever Gojo had. This reminds me more of something like that. It's not cutting through time, but whatever dimensional spaces and rifts that are overlapping with one another, it's able to bisect that and cut through that. That's kind of what like I got. But yeah, 8 out of 10. Fate Dalagas ... Oh, you read now from Pokemon ... My favorite panel is the disconnect ball. Okay, you idiot. 9 out of 10. A lot of good panels. If I pick one, Traumerei, disconnect, and the Cloud people. Cool. 7.5. At my favorite panel, maybe Traum disconnecting Valhalla, teleporting sword slashes. Yeah. So maybe the reason that it can come in so many directions, like omnidirectional and everything, is because it's completely ignoring the concept of space, not necessarily time. But would I put it past Ariahan to be able to like cut through some like, oh, I have the ability to slow down time? And he's like, fuck that. Yeah. Because remember, Pornareff Silva Chariato could also cut through the wind itself and stuff like that. So wouldn't put it past it. But all right, let's take this conversation to YouTube. Give me like 7-10 minutes and we'll talk. I'll record all the reviews and stuff you guys need for the week. Omar will do your tier list, if not tomorrow, Wednesday, but probably tomorrow. Important question: long hair? No, short hair. Short is better. I like it more with short hair personally. I think it looks better. And I think while the mask adds some mysteriousness to him, he's a mysterious ass nigga. Somebody in the chat knows why I said that. I think it's better without the mask on. I do like the tattoos though. If he could have the short hair with the tats, I think that'd be raw. Wouldn't put it past SAU to give back disconnect to Bam? It's possible. Do y'all think he's still gonna get the essence of bravery from Calivan, or is that dead? Like that conflict is over. It's never happening again. Like we're good. We can just move on. I'm just curious. I remember at one point we all thought that dude was gonna take the Master Emerald from within. 100 bands, Calivan, yeah. My head hurts. I gotta know. Does Superman really look different with glasses on? You got the essence of V and Mo better. It is Mo better. I hope if Trom dies, that Leviathan goes with him, like my job is done here. The essence of Yoru. The essence of Chestnut. The essence of Knight. The essence of 25th Galactus. The essence of Kirby. Who else copies stuff? The essence of Kakashi's not. Nah, that doesn't work the same for me. But yeah. I like the chapter though, but I really don't have too much more to say just because it was mostly a fight stuff. Like the ability stuff was cool and everything. But speaking of that, saw a video on JJK main cast if they climbed the tower and how strong they would be as irregulars. I don't know if the idea of how well X character can do in the tower is a video concept with actually good characters. I actually think that's interesting. So I will screenshot this and keep it in mind and see what I can cook up. Find that those type of videos aren't really in my wheelhouse and forte, and you won't get that until like probably like August, November. But I'll try. That sounds interesting. I did message the Tower of God group, so I'll see who answers me so we can finally get that morality on the tower stream done. I want to pick Kaku and those guys' brain. And I'm going to do my absolute best to get you guys one more big collective stream with all of us before the year ends. I wanted to do it after the flashback, and it's done now, so I think it's a good time. So Kubera in the tower is cool, or even a Tower of God character in Kubera or something like that. Like, what if Lee's and Bam swap places or something like that? Like, those are cool concept ideas, but I find that the way that my brain works and I make content and stuff, I'm more analytical from the standpoint of what I do have, what I've already seen, read, and experienced and saw, more so than going to theoretical territory. I think a lot of people are much better in being in the theoretical prognostication category, where I'm much better with like the actual evidence and facts that we already have presented towards us. But I'll try. I'm interested in trying. I'll try though. I'll give it a fair effort. And you guys tell me this wasn't it. This was it. This was good here. Maybe work more on this, and you guys can tell me. But I'll try. I think it's a good idea. I think so. So give it the old college try, as they say. So maybe do like a, cause I've seen it like, oh, like what if Batman had to catch Kira or something like that, like, you know. Those are always pretty interesting conceptual videos. I just always found that it wasn't in my personal wheelhouse, and I tried to stick to my strengths instead of highlighting my weaknesses. Like, I don't even do theories, you know? Like, I don't even theorize, really. Like, I just go, I don't know. We'll see what happens type of thing. But, okay. Come to YouTube in, like, 10 minutes. Yo, 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 what's up, Patreon people? I appreciate you guys, as always, for the continued support. Or if you're new, shout out to the CBLs. That's the Certified BAM Lovers. But a bigger shout out to the Priest of Fire. That's Brilliant Gang. They might be the real CBLs. And the biggest shout out to the 5th Zen Gods, the Tier 3s. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Johnny Rogers, Big Mon Catan, Lucky Roo, Revenant, Scobe, Simi, Rek Mazzino, Wolf General, Zyler Scotty, Big Abdel, Agrona Vitera, Childish Nujabis, Cisco, Gray, and Huey. Your support is greatly appreciated. What's happened to my voice? Thank you.